Most people think they need $30,000 to $40,000 to buy a home. If you're renting or you're waiting because that's you, listen to this video. Hi, welcome back. It's Wednesday with Whitt. My name is Whittney Self. I am the broker with Self Property Advisors, and today we're going to talk about down payment assistance and how that can help save you thousands. So I'm here today to tell you that that is not true. Let's dive into it. So there are programs out there that are made to help you guys where the down payment is not coming from the borrower per se. The government is there to help. They have a certain allotted amount of funds that they will allow first-time home buyers to utilize. And so that's what's called down payment assistance. That down payment looks like 3.5% of the purchase price. Okay, so here's a real example. Let's take a $300,000 house here in Henry County, and you were able to get down payment assistance. That equals up to about $10,500 that you are not bringing out of your pocket that the government's helping you with to help you buy a home. So that's a lot of savings, right? Not $30,000, not $40,000. You don't need 20% down. You just need to find a lender that has access to the down payment assistance program. And that's where tag teaming with the right agent who can get you in line with the right lender matters the most. So let's talk about why this matters. Affordability is number one, right? So first-time home buyers, our interest rates right now are running anywhere from 6.5% to the low sixes on the interest rate. And that does heavily affect what your mortgage payment is, right? So Georgia Dream Assistance Program, what is it? Is state-backed down payment assistance for qualifying buyers. What that means is they do have incoming limits, they have a credit score requirement. It is for first-time home buyers. And what that means is a lot of people think, if I've ever bought a house before, I can't qualify for down payment assistance. But the truth is, if you haven't owned a home in 3 years, you do qualify for down payment assistance. So if you qualify and you have the income limits and you haven't owned a home in less than 3 years, please reach out to us because you could qualify. How it works is it's FHA, it's USDA, and it's conventional. So like I said, the $300,000, that's about $10,500 that you're going to get help for with your down payment, okay? And I know there's still additional costs that come with that as far as closing costs, but again, if you have the right agent on your side, we can help get those closing costs paid for by the seller where you are coming out of pocket with no money. I have a real story. I had a 19-year-old family that bought a home with Self Property Advisors, and at the table, they came to the table with $11 to buy a house. They went through Georgia Dream, got their down payment assistance paid, their agent was able to get them their closing costs paid for, and they bought a house with $11. That could be you. So the surprise is that Jackson, Georgia is actually still part of Henry County, which a lot of Jackson does qualify for USDA loans. So that means 100% financing. So this program is one of the most unused programs, I think, because a lot of people don't even know it exists. So I'm here to tell you that it does, and let's get the word out about it. If you are renting, you're waiting, please reach out to us and let us help you through what that looks like. This is an absolute game changer for the right buyer. So let's talk about the income limits. Most people say, oh, I make too much money. I don't qualify for down payment assistance. Well, you would be very surprised at what that income limit really is. And then people also, we hear a lot, my credit just is not good enough. Actually, you only have to have a 580 credit score to buy a home. So it's very, very doable. I was actually talking to somebody the other day, and she was telling me that her credit score was in the 740s, and she was like, I don't even know where it needs to be. And I was like, you are so far over, right? So people can go down to 580 now to buy a house. So don't feel defeated. As long as your credit score is above 580, we got you. Some people have heard a myth that these programs take forever to close. Well, that's not true. Our lenders are closing the Georgia Dream programs within 30 days, sometimes even less. I have seen them take up to about 40 days if they've got a lot of applications in place that they're having to go through, but more times than not, it's about 30-day close. The best thing you can do right now is have a real conversation with a real agent. At Self Property Advisors, I have a lot of agents for you to discuss this with, so give us a call. This is Whittney Self, the broker with Self Property Advisors. Thank you for joining us at Wednesday with Whitt. We'll see you next week.